episode, the work continues with power tools. We turn the lower part of the hull and start building the interior of the boat. We have a lot of coffee breaks, laugh all the time, and even start our own little choir. Hi, my name is Anna, and this is my husband Leif Erik. He came up with this idea to build a simple catamaran, put it in a container and send it from ice-cold Norway to Tahiti in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. This way we could start sailing in paradise. I said, what a crazy idea. Let's do it. This is the adventure of building and sailing BareBare. We had long but fun days together. Oddvar and Jan stayed at Aslak at Ita's place, while Leif Erik and I bicycled through the woods every evening and slept on our boat. Aslak and Ita's place was fantastic. Aslak being a true artist who had made sculpture, furniture and a lovely bar. And Ita was an artist in the kitchen and kept bringing us the most delicious dishes. Thank you, Ita. We worked long days from 8 in the morning until 8 at night. But not everyone was able to stay around for the whole month, but Leif Erik and I did. And it was really hard work, especially for me not being used to hours and hours of physical work. I remember sleeping like a baby every night that 1 month. I was totally exhausted. We started doing the interior after turning the lower hulls. So upper bulkheads or walls in non-sailor terms were mounted, and bunks, which are beds, bench seatings, which are chairs, ladders, which are chairs, and head, which is not a head, but it's what sailors call a toilet, were mounted. This was very smart and very easy way to build, especially doing the interior before gluing the plywood to the sides of the boat. Our interior design was simple. Each hull were to get a small cabin in the front with a small table and chair, then a bigger cabin with a table and a chair, or some sort of hangout lounge. And they also had a head toilet workshop in the back. So we decided to go for 2 toilets. Toilets easily break, and with 4 or 5 people on board, we could have one for each couple, or one for ladies and one for men. And one would also work as a workshop, while the other would contain snorkeling and fishing equipment. Each cabin had its own hatch. The big cabins had 2 hatches, one small to be used when sailing and one bigger to take off in the tropics when really hot. And we ended up never taking the big hatch off because it rained close to every day in Patron, and sometimes several times a day. We were mixing epoxy all day, like liters and liters and liters, like constantly. And we had new pieces that needed to be coated. And when mixing the epoxy with filler, we would glue the pieces together. In like all the corners, we glued epoxy cloth, and later we covered the whole hulls with epoxy cloth as well. So slowly, or rather quickly, BareBare grew up and looked more and more like a boat, almost hour by hour. We started early at 8 o'clock every morning, but on Sundays, we didn't start any noisy machines until after church time, a well-known tradition in Norway. And since they would serve coffee and cake in every church in Norway after Sunday service, we did the same. Or Itta made it all and served it. And we would sing together.
Det en fin dag for betaling av skatt. Det en fin, fin dag, jeg har ikke sovet I natt. Han mistet jobben og...
The instruction book explained everything. Now, James and Hanneke had done a very good job, and we just followed it page by page. James Wharram died in 2021, but our thanks goes to the both of you. James and Hanneke, thank you very, very much. One day we got a call from the local newspaper, and a young reporter came on his bicycle, and we became the talk of the town. We had visitors come and help out, and visitors come with cake and for talk. It was truly a summer full of work and joy and fun and sometimes hell. Thank you for watching my stories. If you like what you have seen, I can make more videos. But to be able to do that, I need a little help. To keep the videos coming, you can support me by subscribing, by hitting the like button and the notification bell. It takes a lot of work and effort to make these videos, and if you want to help me a little extra, please check out my Patron. Thanks to all my supporters.